Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video about these Bandai Star Destroyer kits, which I actually ended up getting 3 of because they are really easy to build, they're pretty cheap, and they look really cool. So a little bit of a departure from Bandai's normal models. So they normally do the bigger kits, 1/72 scale, like the TIE Fighter I showed off in another video on the channel. But they've got this one, and they've got a little X-Wing as well as the bigger X-Wing they do. But I'm really heavily in the market for a Star Destroyer, and I saw they released this thing and I thought, oh, it's really small, it's not going to have much detail. But then a lot of people online were talking about it and saying its detail is actually comparable with the old NPC ETRL. Is it ETRL? I can't remember. The old kit you could get in the 80s, big Star Destroyer, and it really looks incredible. Again, another testament to Bandai's incredible work that they managed to get these things so detailed. Certainly for what I'm going to do with photography, where it's going to be kind of in the background. You know, if I want a few sort of Star Destroyers in the back of a scene in space, they're going to look great, as you can see just from that angle. But yeah, I can't remember which one I got first, but I've done the same thing with all 3. Very simple build, very simple to put together. In fact, I'll be able to spot the first one because, yeah, it's this one. Reason I know this is the first one, if I can get it to focus, just on this sort of top hull section. Let me back it off. It's not liking the front of the ship so close to the camera, I don't think. There we go. So if you look just at the top here, where my finger is, that top piece, there's just a little bit of a gap under it, which sort of gives away the small size of this. And so, you know, it's not that big a deal, but when I built the next 2, I really wanted to make sure that was sealed really tight so it wouldn't give it away, because you know, your eye is drawn to that piece very obviously. Applied the same approach with all 3 in terms of paint, gave them all black coat of paint all over, and then got a Tamiya light grey and sprayed it over the top. Mindful with the spray to try and leave a bit of shadowing. So the idea with the black base is, if you are careful with your airbrushing, that will just leave shadowing and, you know, make this look really nice and give it some natural depth without needing to apply a wash or anything. I'm not sure if I will apply a wash. I'm thinking probably no. I don't think it needs it, certainly not for my purposes. You can see on the back, around the sort of boosters there, I was a little bit lighter with the paint, because I figured, you know, you might end up with some soot there or whatever. So all these sort of back parts, I've had a little bit less paint on them. But otherwise, all had the same treatment. Very easy to do. Last thing I'm thinking about doing with these is actually dry brushing them with a lighter colour. So I might go to white. I'll probably try it on the hull first, see what it looks like, and just see if I can pick off the edges and things. This one's in focus, apologies, it's jumping all over the place. So just see if I can pick up all the edges with white to just bring those details out a little bit more. Obviously on the video here, it all looks pretty light, but it's just a little bit darker than this in reality. And if you look at the films, the Star Destroyers are actually pretty light. Certainly looking at the new Rogue One trailer that's out at the time of this build, they're really light. I mean, they almost look white on the trailer. So yeah, probably gonna go for that, but I'd call these finished as they are. I think I did the first one of these in one night. Cut the sprues, glued it together, base coat, grey coat, in about 3 hours, end to end. So they're really, really quick to build. It's really, really nice getting a model like this where you can just get it done quickly and you haven't got to muck around. As I say, I am going to do more work, but very satisfying to just be able to get one done quickly rather than my little TIE fighter here, which took weeks. So there you go. That's a Star Destroyer. Highly recommend picking these things up. Very, very cheap. So yeah, there you go.
Head to toyshooter.com to join our newsletter and get my free guide to toy photography. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube using the link below. When you subscribe, look for this option to be notified whenever we upload new tutorials. Otherwise, videos will probably get lost in your feed here on YouTube. To see my work on Instagram, you can follow our account at instagram.com/WeShootToys, where you'll also find some exclusive behind-the-scenes videos. You can also get regular news and updates from our Facebook page at facebook.com/Toyshooter. As with YouTube, you can get notified whenever I upload news or photos by clicking on that like button arrow, then selecting all notifications. You can always change this later if I'm posting more cool stuff than you can handle. Here are all those links again. See you next time.